This is Wesley Cowan. And so when I talk today, I hope that you will receive what I have to say as a dad who's here to speak on behalf of his son. I am the proud father of Wesley Cowan, a little boy who's April 23rd, 2006 fall from a swing set claimed his life and thrust those of us who love him into a years-long effort to turn pain into purpose by building schools in Kenya on the assurances of Dalal Al-Wahidi, Craig Kilberger, Mark Kilberger, and Roxanne Kilberger that those schools that we built, that we engaged donors to help us build would be named after him, would have his name on plaques on each school to give Wesley a legacy and to serve the children in Kenya. I received, not long after the article, photos that were taken, I presume within recent months, of every door on every school at every campus in Kenya. And I noticed that the door to the school building that we had opened on the 1-year anniversary of Wesley's tragedy, because we made a goal, we said on the 1-year anniversary of, I still can't say the D word, on the 1-year anniversary of what happened to Wesley, we'll be in Kenya and we'll be opening a school. So after I read the Bloomberg article and acquired photos of every door, of every school, of every campus in Kenya, I saw that the school that we had opened and put our plaque on with Wesley's name and his motto, which I wear on the bracelet. We gave thousands of these bracelets away, be happy every day, was no longer on his school, and instead it had the name Esther Grodnick, and then in smaller font, the Howie Stillman Foundation. So I thought, well, who's Esther Grodnick? And who's the Howie Stillman Foundation? And I went to the foundation's website. I don't know if their videos are still up, but I followed the link to videos and I saw a video. I have it. It may have been taken down now, but there was a timestamp for an opening celebration where they opened the very same building less than 2 weeks before we arrived there. And, you know, we went to Kenya thinking we were opening that building for Wesley, but their video with the timestamp on it, and I've matched it frame for frame because I have extensive documentary footage, shows that it suggests damningly that what the Stillmans celebrated in their video was the one that just, you know, I think 13 days later, we opened. The ceremony was re-cued for us, same people, same songs, same everything, different plaques. Pretty devastating. As I told Craig Kilberger, you know, you mentioned 15 years, but I have PTSD and I still walk these floors at night. And on the hardest nights, I close my eyes and I go back to an LRI campus and that school building that we opened, believing that was Wesley's campus and that the sun was coming up in Kenya and that kids were in his desks, and that gets me through lots of nights. So you can imagine when I see the timestamp on the Howie Stillman Foundation's building that bore the name of Esther Grodnick on the building that we thought our plaque was on, it raised a lot of questions and felt pretty damn devastating. I sent Craig an email after this discovery and let him have it pretty good and told him that I had pretty solid, clear-cut evidence. He responded a couple of times by email, and I felt kind of like a little bit of a defensive tone in the emails. He then passed me up to board member David Stillman. That conversation, I still feel, went down in flames. So then Craig called me. Craig has repeatedly engaged me to try to talk to me, and finally I agreed to a phone call, and we talked, I think, for about 2 hours. The explanation that Craig gave me, to the best of my memory, and I can go back and look at the notes of the conversation, was that there was a little bit of a mea culpa. He explained, you have to know that when we went there, we were told by Roxanne Kilberger, over there is Dr. Atkins' school, and over there is the Oprah Angel Network library, and Wesley's school is going to be right between those. And so the explanation Craig gave me, again, to the best of my memory, I'd want to go back to the notes to be specific, was that at some point the Stillman Foundation wanted to come in and adopt an LRI campus lock, stock, and barrel, and that reached out to members of the Oprah Angel Network. They reached out to Oprah. They reached out to the Atkins family. They got their permission to take their plaques down so that the Stillman plaques could go back up, but they failed to reach out to me to ask for my permission.